everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's, at least for one side, the Bucs are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Vikings, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Winston now to throw on first down. Going underneath to Blunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play clock winding down. On third down, Winston. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And now running. There goes Doug Martin. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. First down, Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Second down now after the pass completion. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a carry for Blunt. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Again, here's Blunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, Winston. Screen pass to Blunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one clearly still early, but that would be a bit of a surprise. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Cook. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll run it. Here's Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And complete. Right side, the tight end, Rudolph. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater now from the 50. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Bridgewater on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Bridgewater now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Get ready! Way 90! Way 90!
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And an alley to run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Now Jameis on second down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of... Bounds down inside the 20. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Second down and 4. From the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and Winston lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Bridgewater now. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, Bridgewater. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wait, switch. Let's go now. Blue 80. Under press.
Jameis now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Wait, easy. Shit. There we go.
Final play of the half here. Winston going for the deep ball. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Dances by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
The play clock's running down. Jameis to throw it. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
First down, Winston. They'll roll him out right. Pushing through the contact. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Blunt. nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Winston now from the 50. This is caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Second down, Winston. On the move to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Winston. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sharif Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. 3rd and long for Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. William Golston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down around the 37. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Winston to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready.
Now Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And Jacksonville, they have moved out in front late. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
To throw is Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Cook running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 10 yards still left on second down.
Let's go. 2-10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go.
A toss to Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Vikings, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.